You all must have taken a good break. 1 month से ज़्यादा हो गया, right? So what is the purpose of today's meeting? Personality test guidance. Yes. So you must have read about the features, you have registered, you must have told about the program to your friends. तो अभी expectation क्या है? So what is the expectation? Come on, I'm expecting a healthy, interactive session. So I want all of you to reply as well. Am I audible? Supriya ji, am I audible? Ronak is there. Jayant is there.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay, great. So आप लोग क्यों नहीं audible हो रहे हैं? Reply कीजिए, interact कीजिए. Teja is there. Ronak, Jayant, 935640 is there. Chalo. So the idea is, let's make it interactive. So what you are looking for from this guidance?
So way to score 190 plus in interview.
Who is this? Ravi?
Yes, sir.
You want to?
190 plus in interview.
उससे ज़्यादा एस्पिरेशन करना है तो एस्पिरेशन तो और अच्छी करनी है, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Always aspire 200 प्लस, उससे ऊपर लाना है. पर्सनालिटी में ऐसी कोई कमी है नहीं.
Yes,
थोड़ा
sir.
सा ट्वीक करना है, थोड़ा सा उसको रिस्पॉन्ड करने का तरीका, एवरीथिंग वी हैव टू मॉनिटर. वी हैव टू ऑलवेज एम हाई, राइट? कभी
Yes,
हम ये तो टारगेट नहीं रखते कि बस लिस्ट में नाम आ जाए. हाँ, इनिशियल डेज में ऐसे टारगेट होते हैं, बट जब हमारी प्रिपरेशन अच्छी होती जाती है, देन वी ऑलवेज एम फॉर गुड रैंक, राइट? ओके, अदर्स? यस, कम ऑन. कौन बोलना चाहता है?
Hi, sir.
या जयंत?
Yes, sir. I think we are looking for continuous practice, daily practice, through which we can improve our communication as well as delivery of answer.
Very good.
This will happen with over a course of time, maybe like 2-3 months, but some schedule that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so that is one of the objective as well. Practice is the key. Good. Others? Anyone else would like to contribute? Ronak, yes, go ahead.
So like you said, tweak ourselves according to the interview process. So I am looking to tweak myself according to the process as a whole, learning bit by bit how to structure the answers well, how to come up with answers during some random questions, how to answer those questions. So I'm looking for those things, sir.
Good. Anyone else? Anything specific other than these three, whatever Ravi has mentioned, whatever Jayant has told, whatever Ronak has mentioned? Any other expectation?
Actually, through this platform, I'm trying to know more about myself through these interactions, so that through the questions which people arise, or through the things which you put forward, trying to know more about myself, explore myself, so that I can actually present myself to the board.
Okay, good, Surya. So this is the very important aspect, that first we have to explore and we have to know about ourselves. Sometime in this course of talking, especially when it comes to personality test, either we will be too reserved or we will become too conscious, or sometimes very, very frank. जैसे इंटरव्यू पैनल में नहीं अपने दोस्तों से बात कर रहे हैं. So we have to observe, we have to know ourselves. What are our weak areas? What are our strength areas? Accordingly, we have to deliver. So it is all about our personality test, right? So yes, starting the personality test guidance for UPSC CSE 2022. So what all, the first question itself which comes to our mind is how to start, where to start from, and what all we should do. Especially 1 month is over. Now you all have rejuvenated well. I know many of you have already gone. You have taken a good rest. You have already gone for a trip and सब कुछ कर लिया है, अच्छे से enjoy कर लिया है, rejuvenate हो लिया है, socialize कर लिया है, festival celebrate कर लिया. Now how to start? So without wasting time, first we will discuss the aspects which I have to tell from my side, and then we will take up the questions and we can accordingly progress. So for the starting point, this should be your starting point. So starting with the first is we have to focus on the basics. This is our first starting point. We have to focus on the basics. ये जो आपको एक symbol दिख रहा है, symbolic representation है from seed to fruit like a tree. ये जो एक progress है, ये इसका भी एक gradual process होता है. It will not happen. I know that you have a personality. It has been shaped since childhood, but whatever it is there, sometimes we have to do a kind of unlearning. जो चीजें हैं already scripted हैं, unlearning है. If you have gone through yesterday's video, you know about this concept of scripting. So कुछ चीजों को unlearn करना होगा, कुछ चीजों को modulate करना होगा. But before that, before we get the maturity, first we have to focus on basics. And it is like any other stage of this exam, be it prelims, mains, interview is all equally a stage which demands organized preparation, holistic preparation, and consistency. So we will see everything. When I say focus on basics, here it means you have to focus on two things. Basic is your DAF, that is detailed application form में जो भी आप लोगों ने details भरी हैं वो, and you have to focus on the daily newspaper. Now, why daily newspaper is important? That also we will discuss. How to focus on basics, एक एक करके देखेंगे. So this is first thing which you have to do. The second component which you have to focus upon is the practice is the key. When we say practice, practice means again these components you have to practice daily at your level. That is at the level of self. You can practice at the level of group, or you can practice at the level of the mentor. Mentor के साथ करो, group में करो, self के level पे करो. So that is practice. Another component of practice is one-on-one mocks. Why this is important? Because जब आप किसी के साथ one-on-one mock देते हो, then he or she will understand, he or she will know how you have progressed over a period of time. If you have evolved, okay, the first day of the 1st November, you were like this. You used to use these kind of words, the choice of words, the presentation, your knowledge, the way you deliver the answers. He or she will be able to gauge, he or she will be able to observe and accordingly tell you, right? So that's why it is important to give one-on-one mocks with one person. और मल्टीपल लोगों के साथ भी दे रहे हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट उसी के साथ मल्टीपल दो, then only he or she will be able to tell you how you have evolved over a period of time. ठीक है? Then comes the component of panel mocks. इसको overdo नहीं करना है. One, you are thorough with self. Second, you are thorough with the one-on-one mocks. Then what you have to do, practice के लिए, वो डर निकालने के लिए हमें panel mocks देने चाहिए. Panel में भी we don't have to go by the notion कि इनका बढ़िया होता है, उनका बढ़िया होता है. अरे इनके पैनल में लोग बहुत बढ़िया हैं. हर जगह लोग एक ही हैं, एक ही जैसे हैं. You don't have to get affected by the rank which is mentioned there. Your ultimate objective is that you have to prepare and you have to consider it as a practice session. And if you are just running here, there, one after the other panel mocks को लेके बड़ा craze है. अरे उनके यहाँ ये panel है, ये ऐसे panel है. Don't be bothered about that. Up without preparation, without focusing on the basics, if you are running panel to panel, so this is the first step, right? After this one comes. ये evolution हो रहा है. So if you are running after mocks panel के बाद panel जाते हो, X में गए, yeah, you are good, but you work on your state. Second में गए, you are good, work on your delivery. Third में गए, you are good, but work on your optional or the subject which your graduation subject. जब आपको पता है कि हर जगह से ऐसे ही फीडबैक्स मिल रहे हैं, आपको फर्स्ट स्टेप क्या लेना है? फर्स्ट स्टेप ये लेना है, इतना थरो हो जाओ बेसिक से, wherever you are going, now you are experimenting, you are delivering that knowledge. फिर जो फीडबैक मिलते हैं justified होगा. If you are going without any preparation, then the feedbacks will be not justified, because for them it is they are there to tell you the problems. They are there to tell you what you need to improve upon. So for that, first give them a scope of proper assessment. Okay. So practice is the key. It has to be gradual. आज ही से mock देना start नहीं कर देना. Okay. Next comes the third component, प्रैक्टिस तो करेंगे, बट प्रैक्टिस में अब क्या फोकस करेंगे? वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन द डिलीवरी कंपोनेंट. नॉलेज एंड अदर एस्पेक्ट जो अभी तक किया है वो तो रहेगा ही रहेगा, बट नाउ वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन द डिलीवरी, the way we are answering, the way we are delivering the answers, that will be important, right? So in delivery, when we talk about choice of words are very important. We will discuss in depth about all these components. You have to focus on mains versus interview kind of knowledge. Since we are still in the mains mode, it is very hard, very difficult to come out of that mode. जो हमारे आंसर्स के स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं बोलने के टाइम, sometimes it sounds bookish. जो हम बोलना चाहते हैं वो मेंस का आंसर लगता है, बोले जा रहे हैं as though we are just telling them the content of two pages. It should not be like that. Observation, we have to bring our observation. We have to focus on that. Our answer should be impactful. So we will discuss one by one about all the three components. So I just wanted to briefly tell you that this is the evolution. इसके साथ छेड़खानी मत करना. Let it evolve step by step. Okay, if you want to reach this, then definitely there is a process. Don't try to jump here. Follow the evolutionary mechanism. Okay, evolutionary path. So starting with the basic component, that how we should focus on preparing the basics. Basics में दो component हमने discuss किए. The first one was our DAF and the second was our current affairs. So when we are talking about DAF, okay, just hold on. Yeah, so when we are talking about DAF, how to prepare DAF? So the first thing of this program is that we are providing you a schedule. So what you have to do, you have to follow the schedule and the list of questions. If you have registered, maybe if you would have registered yesterday, today, even after like before 1 hour also, if you have registered, you must have come across today's question. We have given a schedule that what will be the topic on which we will be framing questions on the DAF profiling. So what we are doing as part of that, we are framing question and we are uploading it on the portal. What you have to do, you have to download it. जहां भी उसी में बनाना है या वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट में भी बनाना है, you prepare answers. So follow the schedule and the list of questions given. Now what will happen? There will be a list of questions in front of you. Now you have to show that discipline. You have to be committed कि अभी जो दिया है उसको तो करना ही करना है. So what you have to do? You have to prepare the answers same day. आप में से काफी लोगों ने मेंशन किया कि सर एक रूटीन चाहिए. रूटीन ऐसे ही होगा. It is same like any other stage, prelims or mains. You have to follow it. So prepare the answers same day. Once you are ready with the answers, maybe you will come across कि नहीं यार मेरे नाम पे मेरे जो DAF है उस पे और भी follow-up questions हो सकते हैं. So you can make your own set of questions. Then share your answers. You can share the whole PDF or whatever answers you have prepared. We will advise you to make it online. Don't make it offline. हाथ से लिख के नहीं बनाना है. Prepare the answer. You can share it with that particular PDF with us on daily basis. You can share it personally. You can share it on the group. Both has its own benefit component. Group पे share करने का, let's say if there are 20 people, everybody will go through it. Maybe somebody will advise something or somebody will pick up something. So that is a benefit. If you are not comfortable कि नहीं ठीक है, there are certain personal things I don't want to share. Okay, no problem. You can share it with me personally. Based on your answers, follow-up questions, if I'm going through it, we will scan. We will tell you, okay, this follow-up question you can add. Okay, this one you have added, what can be asked? So that follow-up questions will be provided to you. And if any doubts, if there are any doubts related to that day particular DAF profiling, जो भी हमने questions बनाए हैं या अब वो जो component है उससे related आपके पास कोई doubt है, you can ask. So feel free to ask your doubts, and this is the step which you have to follow. So this is how you should prepare your DAF. So अभी एक institute से दूसरे institute तक जाना नहीं है कि सर DAF पे क्या questions prepare करने हैं. You sit, you can frame your own questions. Don't keep forwarding the DAF to your friend circle, to your neighbors. कि भाई मेरे लिए क्वेश्चंस बना दो। क्वेश्चंस कोई नहीं बनाएगा आपके लिए, क्वेश्चंस हम बना के दे रहे हैं, वो कर लीजिए और आप अपने क्वेश्चंस खुद बनाइए। डोंट रन आफ्टर द क्वेश्चन, जैसे हम मेंस में कहते हैं डोंट रन आफ्टर द मटेरियल, सेम इक्वली गुड फॉर दिस स्टेज एज वेल। ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ टू प्रिपेयर योर डैफ। डैफ 2 आएगा तब की तब देखेंगे। हाउएवर डैफ 1 is already there with you. डैफ 2 when it will come, that time we will see to it। और डैफ 2 आप पिछले साल कहीं से भी इंटरनेट से लेके उस प्रोफाइल पे उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आप क्वेश्चंस प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो। सो द एरियाज वी विल गिव, questions we will give, accordingly you will prepare. Are we good till here? Any confusion? You can respond in the chat box, you can unmute and tell, anything is fine. Yes, Ravi.
Yes, sir. All going good.
All good? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Next component is how to prepare current affairs then. We have seen the basic component was having one DAF and the other was the current affairs aspect. So how to prepare current affairs? One thing which you have to remember, मेंस में चाहे जैसा भी किया हो आपने, प्रीलिम्स में जितने भी कंपाइलेशंस पढ़ी हो, मेंस में आई डोंट नो n नंबर ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूट्स के आपने कंपाइलेशंस पढ़े होंगे, बट हियर द थंब रूल इज दैट यू हैव टू रीड 2 न्यूज़पेपर्स, दैट इज मस्ट। टू न्यूज़पेपर्स आर मस्ट। अभी 2 न्यूज़पेपर्स कौन से पढ़ने हैं? द हिंदू कंपल्सरी, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस यस इट्स वेरी गुड न्यूज़पेपर, ये 2 तो कंपल्सरी पढ़ने ही पढ़ने हैं। किसी का डाउट होता है सर इकोनॉमिक के स्पेसिफिक कोई बिजनेस स्टैंडर्ड या कुछ ऐसे लाइव मिंट एंड अदर ऐसे न्यूज को फॉलो करना चाहिए? यू कैन डू, इट टोटली डिपेंड्स व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रोफाइल यू आर हैविंग। लेट्स से आई नो वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट is appearing for Indian Economic Service. For her, maybe she needs such kind of content, she need to follow such articles in detail. उसको डेप्थ में समझना है because उसका बैकग्राउंड वो है. So if you come from a background, until unless you have a specific background, we will not advise that you follow any specific newspaper जो कि specific component को deal करता है. ठीक है? So this you have to do. तो अभी आपने क्या किया? ये फॉलो करेंगे एंड वीकली 2 classes we are providing as part of this program. Weekly 2 classes will be provided, time, date, everything we will update. However, we have already announced that Monday, Thursday मॉर्निंग में क्लासेस होंगी। मॉर्निंग में कब क्लासेस होंगी, कैसी होंगी, शेड्यूल क्या रहेगा, शेड्यूल इन द सेंस टाइम एंड वेयर टू ज्वाइन, सेम पोर्टल यू हैव टू ज्वाइन लाइक दिस, ओनली द लिंक विल बी प्रोवाइडेड, यू कैन ज्वाइन। ओके, सो 2 classes we are also providing. When we will tell you how to prepare, जब हम कोई टॉपिक लेंगे डिस्कस करेंगे उन 2 classes में, then you will slowly gradually will get that maturity that from interview perspective what all you have to cover. Okay, so this aspect is taken care. This is how you should follow the current affairs. Okay, till here. Now comes, as part of this only, how to prepare current affairs. We are reading on daily basis, but what to focus upon? How to extract information? So what, like how to prepare, that first component we have seen, but where to focus upon? So this particular component, it is one of the major doubt for most of you. So what you have to do, whenever you are reading any news, you have to collect the facts collect kar lo. For example, let's say this Hindi language issue was there, or recently Gujarat mein ye jo bridge collapse hua hai, so you gather the facts. Why, what aspect of it, ये हिंदी लैंग्वेज का इशू क्यों है, अचानक से क्यों आ गया अभी, what is the information behind it, ये जो ब्रिज गिरा है कहाँ का ब्रिज है, क्यों गिरा है, क्या इशू था उसके पीछे, क्या कहानी है उसके पीछे की. सो यू गैदर द फैक्ट्स फर्स्ट. ठीक है, बी इट एनीथिंग, इकोनॉमी में कुछ हो रहा है, रशिया यूक्रेन का वॉर चल रहा है, इंडिया चाइना का क्राइसिस चल रहा है, और इंडिया यूएस का क्राइसिस चल रहा है, इंडिपेंडेंट फिस्कल काउंसिल की बात हो रही है, जीएसटी की बात हो रही है, compensation period is over now, what to do, what not to do, right? The Hindi language issue, or be it the schemes or anything. So first you gather the facts, information around it. जब facts रहेंगे पता, then the next level is the government viewpoint. Bridge गिरा, government का क्या view है? हिंदी language का issue आया है, what is the opinion of the government? GST compensation scheme आया है, what central government is saying, what the state government is saying. Right? So you need to get this government viewpoint. Why it is important? Because ultimately we are going to serve the same government of the day. So we should know that what is the viewpoint of that government. वो सपोर्ट करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं, अगर करते हैं तो उनका क्या है, अगर नहीं करते हैं then what is the viewpoint of the government, that you have to do. After that, most crucial aspect of this interview preparation is that opinion formation. Farms bill आया था, what is your opinion? Hindi language is the issue, what is your opinion? Independent fiscal council should be there or not, what is your opinion about it? Opinion, जहां पे हमें स्टैंड लेना है, and the stands कैसे होने चाहिए, हर नेचर टू जो क्वेश्चन का नेचर होता है अकॉर्डिंगली इट विल वेरी, बट two things you have to keep in mind: constitution, and the second is government viewpoint. These two things if you keep in mind, then automatically you will try to balance the diplomatic aspect of it. Then you have to see how you are delivering it. It should not sound like that you are there are ideological differences and I am just showing my anger, my ideological difference in front of the panel itself. वो भी नहीं करना है. So we have to mask it accordingly. Then comes putting yourself in the situation. This is called situation reaction test. Facts पूछ लिया, opinion पूछ लिया. अभी third component is you have to put yourself in that situation and then see what will you do. Bridge collapse हुआ, आप SP होते तो क्या करते? हिंदी लैंग्वेज इशू हुआ, आप होम मिनिस्टर होते तो क्या करते? आप प्रेसिडेंट होते तो क्या करते? Okay, this is the issue going on. Had it been the case that you are the IAS officer of that district, what would you would have done? Right? So there are whatever issues are going on, you should put yourself in that situation. उस shoes में जाओ, powers, roles, responsibilities को analyze करो, and accordingly you ask yourself that अभी जो steps लोगे वो कैसे steps होंगे? What will be the structure of that step? It is like case study. अगर आपने ethics की case studies को अच्छे से solve करना सीखा है, here that will help you a lot. And this is what I have been telling to all those who have attended ethics classes or even the case studies workshop, the case studies discussions. मैं हर जगह यही बोलता हूँ कि अगर आपने case studies पे command कर लिया है, structure decode करना आता है आपको, it is going to immensely help you in the interview. Okay, so this is what you have to do from the current affairs point of view. Just reading will not help. You have to focus on these components. Be it any news, dissect it or organize it like this. Positive and negative तो निकालोगे ही निकालोगे. But you have to think from government point of view, you have to think from constitution's point of view, you have to think from situation point of view. That if you are given the roles and responsibilities, what will you do? So you have to put yourself in the situation and you should, accordingly, you should prepare. Are we good till here? Any confusion? बताओ, कोई doubt? Okay. So the next component is the two basic components हमने देख लिए, right? So basic we have seen, DAF and daily newspaper. How to focus upon these basics we have seen. The next component is of practice is the key. Yes, so practice is the key. Practice में हमने ये सारी चीजें देखी. Then we will see the third component. So as part of this evolutionary path progress, हमने एक component देखा. Let's see the next one. So when we are saying that practice is the key, practice, definitely you have the freedom to choose the platform. Platform ये नहीं कि ARETE Academy versus other platforms I am talking about. Platform is like what the way you want to practice. The platform of practicing here, I mean, upon. So voice record on the mobile. Let's say there is a question and you are like कि नहीं इस पे मैं practice करके देखता हूँ और देखती हूँ, and then you practice it. So voice record your own answers. You listen it again and again. You will get perspective. You can share it with us. दो आंसर रिकॉर्ड किया, सर को भेज दो, किसी को भेज दो, XYZ whomsoever you are following, and wait for the response. So this is one way. In front of the mirror, बहुत लोग इसको एडवाइस करते हैं और काफी conventional traditional method है that you have to sit in front of the mirror, you have to look in your eyes itself and you have to speak. कभी कभी बहुत awkward हो जाता है वो, but yeah, if possible, if you can do, it's good. मेरे केस में कभी कभी होता था, मिरर वाला मेरे से नहीं हो पाता था, बट आई कैन स्पीक इन फ्रंट ऑफ पीपल, आई कैन टॉक, मैं स्ट्रेंजर्स से बात कर लेता था, आई कैन टॉक टू दी सीनियर सिटीजन्स, आई कैन डू ऑल द स्टफ, बट मिरर वाला नहीं हो पाता था. सो इट टोटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू. इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल, इफ यू कैन डू इट, गो अहेड. विद फ्रेंड्स, यस डेफिनेटली, बट ये फ्रेंड्स का जो चॉइस होना चाहिए बहुत ही कॉन्शियसली लेना है, बिकॉज मे बी दे विल बी गुड एट आस्किंग क्वेश्चन, but they might not tell you that how you were sounding. If they're not from UPSC background, they might not tell you that you were good or not good. Maybe they will be biased कि यार बहुत अच्छा बोलते हो तुम, सिलेक्शन पक्का है, राइट? यार तेरी नॉलेज तो बहुत अच्छी है, तू करेगी अच्छा. So it depends totally that whom you are choosing. It's good if they are from UPSC background. It will be always good. With a group, let's say we have a group, we can practice in a group, that is also possible. One-on-one mocks, already I have emphasized the importance of one-on-one mocks, whom, where, how it should be, follow up होते रहना चाहिए, so that you will realize the progress of it. And the panel mocks, ये सबसे last का stage है. When you are 99.9% ready, then only go for mocks. Panel mocks. Panel mocks हम भी organize करेंगे. टॉपर्स को लाएंगे, सर्विंग ऑफिसर्स को लाएंगे, रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर्स को लाएंगे, वी विल डू एवरीथिंग, बट द आइडिया इज दैट इट इज द लास्ट स्टेप. बट मेजॉरिटी इधर 99.9% इधर फोकस करना है, एंड दैट इज द प्लेस वेयर यू हैव टू शो कंसिस्टेंसी. सो कंसिस्टेंसी इज द की, लाइक आंसर राइटिंग. Those who have already, who were with us and they were part of the active mentorship group 2022, you know the importance of daily writing now. You know the importance of the incremental growth, incremental approach, which we emphasize a lot upon, right? So consistency is the key. ऐसे एक दिन delivery से answers नहीं change हो जाएंगे. We have to focus upon how am I doing. So consistency बोलने में चाहिए. You may be a very good orator, बहुत अच्छा बात करते होंगे, but again we have to observe कि और कैसे improve करना है. It's not that I hone this skill, I'm done, I'm boss. No. थोड़ा सा pause करेंगे, reflect करेंगे, and accordingly we will work on the improvement component. So here the practice is the key, and we have to focus upon the practice in these manners. Okay. Coming to the next component of the evolution, that is the third, that is focus on delivery. So when we talk about delivery, so where to focus upon and what to focus upon. So when we are talking about delivery, the choice of words, they are very important. Sometimes unconsciously, not unconsciously, हमारा जो subconscious mind होता है, unconscious तो वहां होना भी नहीं है. However, माहौल देख के कुछ लोग होश उड़ जाते हैं, वो नहीं करना है. So there are certain practices, कुछ हमारे तकिया कलाम होते हैं, कुछ हमारा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड उसको यूज करता है. यू नो, आई नो, यू सी, आई सी, या. सो ऐसे कई सारे वर्ड्स होते हैं जो हम नोइंगली अननोइंगली यूज करते रहते हैं. ऐसे डे टू डे लाइफ में तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है, लेकिन जब फॉर्मल सेटअप में बैठते हैं, देन इट लुक्स ऑकवर्ड, और वो पता चलता है, राइट? सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल of choice of words. So here choice of words only doesn't mean that whatever I have mentioned. Choice of words, like sometimes we say I feel, I'm sure, I'm confident, I think. Whatever examples I've given, let's say if you're using I think, in place of that you say I feel, I strongly value, I emphasize, I acknowledge. जब आप ऐसे वर्ड्स का यूज करते हो, then the way you sound will differ. It will reflect your personality type. It will reflect that you are submissive, you are assertive, you are confident, you're a man or person of values or not. So you have to focus upon these components. You have to focus on the delivery. You have to focus upon the choice of words. Second component where you have to focus upon is your structure of the answers. A structure of your answer should be like as though you are telling somebody who are just listening to it and they are able to visualize the whole scenario. It should not that you are jumping from one point to the other, right? So how it would be possible? It is only possible when you are preparing beforehand. Do you think that just sitting in the you immediately go without any preparation or the basic preparation, you just go and in front of the panel if you are sitting, do you think you will get the structures? No, we will not. Definitely we will not. क्या हमें फर्स्ट डे से एग्जांपल्स सब्सटेंशिएट करना है अपने आर्गुमेंट के साथ? ये आता था? डायग्राम्स बनाने हैं मेंस आंसर राइटिंग में, क्या आता था? We worked upon all those components consciously, right? So be very thorough, be with have this mindset and be very clear with this aspect that you have to structure your answer. It should look like that you are an organized person. So here a structure of the answers, what they tell about your personality. They tell कि आपने कितना उसके पीछे सोचा है. They tell that how organized you are, how structured you are. It tells about the presentation aspect of your personality. और कोई भी organized और presentation जिसका अच्छा रहता है वो honorable prime minister को भी पसंद होता है. The idea is everybody will like them, right? Third component is bring in your observations. Here you should not sound like कि कुछ पढ़ के आए हैं, किसी कमेटी की रिपोर्ट बोल दी, कुछ बुकिश नॉलेज बोल दिया, इस पे नहीं, ऐसे नहीं काम करना है. You have to bring in your observation. Bring in your observation from the childhood, from your school days, from your college, from your workplace, from your family. For example, today we have given questions based on your mother tongue, right? And already the Hindi language issue is going on. There can be a question on, okay, your mother tongue is this, there is a Hindi language issue going on. So what is your opinion? This is one aspect of it. So there you can bring your observation. Mother tongue आपकी कुछ है, उस पे अगर कुछ question पूछा गया, there you can bring the observation. Why language is important? Let's say this is the question. So I will tell you from my experience, my observation. I come from a Hindi belt. I'm from UP, eastern part of the UP. देवरिया से हूँ मैं, लखनऊ से मेरी पढ़ाई हुई. But now after marriage, मेरी शादी हुई, someone from Karnataka. So here the language issue is there. Hindi versus Kannada. Day to day life में मेरी wife से भी यही बात होती है. Her mother tongue is Kannada. My mother tongue is Hindi. Naturally, I feel that I express myself in Hindi in a better manner. She feels that I don't know Kannada. So there is a problem of communication. There is a problem of a link language with the family. Her side, relatives, cousins. जब मैं जाता हूँ मैं चुपचाप ओके या कुछ टूटी फूटी कन्नड़ा में बात करता हूँ. So language is important for identity. Language is important for expression. Language is important for communicating our feelings. Language is very important for socialization. So यहाँ क्या किया हम लोगों ने? हमने अपने experience, हमने अपनी observation को include किया in our answers, right? So this is what you have to do. You have to focus upon bringing your observation. It can be on your state, it can be on your hobby, it cannot anything, it can be on anything. Just try to bring in your observation. So अभी क्या करना है? अभी जो भी आंसर्स आप प्रिपेयर करेंगे उसमें आपको अपने ऑब्जर्वेशंस को देखना है कि आप इंक्लूड कर रहे हो या नहीं कर. Are we good? Make your answers impactful. The choice of words which we were mentioning, it is interrelated. आंसर्स को इंपैक्टफुल कैसे बनाना है? ऑब्जर्वेशन से, एग्जाम्पल से तो बनाओगे ही बनाओगे, चॉइस ऑफ वर्ड से बनाओगे ही, बट उनको बताओ दैट आपका जो कन्विक्शन है, जो आपकी फीलिंग है, जो आपका स्टैंड है, हाउ क्लियर इट इज. यू हैव टू बी असर्टिव. द चॉइस ऑफ वर्ड शुड हिट हियर. योर पिच ऑफ द लैंग्वेज ऑफ योर साउंड should be affirmative. So using all the components, be it articulation, be it the words, your examples, your observation, in सबसे जब मिलके आपका आंसर आता है, then that has to be impactful. It should create impact here. Yes, बंदे में बात है, दम है. And there you need to display your qualities. You reflect your qualities of honesty, integrity, problem solving skills, all administrative skills. your knowledge. Through knowledge only you are reflecting all these things. So reflect your qualities. This is the platform now where you have to display or reflect. You have to showcase your personality. So don't hesitate. They don't know about you. When they don't know about you, how they are going to judge you, how they are going to select you. Remember, always remember this, that they are there to select you. They are not there to reject you. They are saying, come, show, talk to us. Then only we will be able to help you. But what do? We go, we hesitate, we go through this process of anxiety, and we spoil our chances. Do not sound doubtful of yourself. कभी कभी ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं जो हमसे पूछे गए हैं, and we say, yes sir, I think, I believe, but we never say I'm sure about it. We never say, yes sir, I'm confident about it. अगर आगे से उसने कोई पैनल ने हमसे कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया जहां हमें डबल थॉट आया, then we will be like submissive, we will give up. ऐसा नहीं साउंड करना है. So do not sound doubtful of yourself. And the very important aspect is show your consistency of your stand, your thought process, of your knowledge. Maybe the first question asked by the chairman would be the question where they are testing some quality, your honesty or your integrity. After 20 minutes or after 15 minutes, another question has been asked, which is again testing that particular quality in another way, in another manner. So you have to sound, you have to reflect your consistency. It should not happen that chairman को या एक क्वेश्चन पे हमने कुछ और बोल दिया, दूसरे क्वेश्चन पे हमने कुछ और बोला. ऐसे काम नहीं होता है, right? So you have to focus upon the delivery component, including all these points. Keeping these points in mind, we will be able to deliver effectively. Okay? So this is it with respect to what I had to tell. अभी तो काम करना बाकी है. आज first day है, orientation है. So I wanted to tell that how we are going to proceed, what all we will do. So as I told you in the starting, that there is a group. You have to join that group. All the updates will be given there. The portal is there. On portal, we will upload all the questions of the day, particular day. You have to download, you have to write the answers, you have to share it with us. So this is your daily routine. DAF में ये हो गया, करंट अफेयर्स में आपको क्या करना है, डेली पढ़ना है और उसमें कैसे फॉलो करना है, ये भी हम लोगों ने डिस्कस कर लिया. ग्रुप का यूज भी आप कोई डाउट पूछने के लिए कर सकते हैं, आप अपने आंसर्स को शेयर करने के लिए कर सकते हैं. Every Sunday there would be certain slots, you can book that slot. कुछ slots रहेंगे, आप book करके practice कीजिए. But after the preparation, whole week you are preparing, and on Sunday you are appearing for the mock, one-on-one mock. Okay? And the next is what you have to do. Mock हो गया, one-on-one practice हो गया, weekly 2 current affairs classes होंगे, उसका use करना है. After the mains result will be announced, we are going to organize these sessions by the toppers. आपने देखा ही होगा मेरे previous students के बारे में. We will organize sessions by them, ठीक है, by other relevant people. We will also call the officers who are in field to share their experience कि जब ये ground reality की बात आती है, the IAS officers, the IPS officers, so ये ground reality पे चीजें mention कैसी होती हैं, like organize कैसे होती हैं. So the ground perspective also we will try to incorporate and we will give you. Okay, and then in the last, after results, जब एक अच्छी preparation हो जाएगी, फिर हम panel mocks के बारे में सोचेंगे. So this is what we are going to do as part of this personality test guidance, PTG for CSE 2022. Now I am open to the questions. If there are any questions, I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you, everyone. Now please ask the doubts, ask the questions.
Sir,
yes.
sir, this is Jayant.
Yeah, Jayant, please.
You spoke about the weekly current affair classes. So will the recorded sessions be provided later on?
To instill discipline, what we are going to do is that we are not going to provide the recorded classes, because वो होता क्या है, फिर वो recorded होता है, and just like another material, it will be always there in the folder and in the on the system. So we are not going to provide it the recorded video, but it will, like all those who attend live, it will be good. Okay, Jayant?
Yes.
And that is the only intention. I don't have any problem. Portal is there, classes are getting recorded, I can upload it. The only intention is that उसके बाद कोई नहीं देखता है, कोई डिसिप्लिन फॉलो नहीं हो पाता है. So this is very important from this perspective कि अगर जिस दिन मैंने थोड़ी सी लिबर्टी दे दी, आप लोग उसका अलग फायदा उठाओगे. So जिसका मिस होगा, you have to check with your friends, you have to check with people who, those who are in the group, but classes will be live only. Okay? I hope I'm making sense and I'm not sounding very harsh. Sir, thoda liberal ho jaiye. ऐसा तो नहीं लग रहा है? That is for your benefit only.
Yes, understand.
Okay. Next question, next doubt. No doubt?
Sir, one doubt is there.
Yes, Ravi, go ahead.
Sir, regarding that graduation subjects, civil engineering, sir, it's so vast and touch भी नहीं है, sir. तो उसको कैसे, उसको कितना करना चाहिए, कितना टाइम उसको देना चाहिए?
या तो अभी मत फोकस करो, जो डेफ का हमने शेड्यूल बनाया है उसी के साथ हम फोकस करेंगे. एंड डेप्थ तो इतनी होनी चाहिए कि लेट्स से इफ योर्स इज सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, तो सिविल इंजीनियरिंग से जितने भी बेसिक इश्यूज हैं आज की डेट में, जो सब्जेक्ट्स हैं रिलेटेड उससे वो पता होना चाहिए. जो आज की डेट में सिविल इंजीनियरिंग के डिजास्टर्स हो रहे हैं वो क्यों हो रहा है, especially the infrastructure sector, why that kind of problem is happening. Then they will ask the applied aspect. You as an administrator and you also come from civil engineering background, how do you think that you will be able to provide a different perspective in the administration, especially the infrastructure component? So kuch applied पूछे जाएंगे, because they also understand that it has been long gap. Remembering the technical components is very difficult, but having said that, it doesn't mean that we should not be prepared. We have to be prepared, especially जो favorite subject है उसको थोड़ा prepare कर लिया, एक overall understanding कर ली, आज की जो recent technologies हैं वो कर लिया infrastructure में, civil engineering में. So it is not expected that you should know everything about it, but it doesn't mean that I should be completely blank. I should know the recent trend, I should know the application aspect, I should at least know the favorite area, favorite subject. थोड़ा थोड़ा तो prepare करेंगे, and especially when we have time, right? So we
Yes,
can
sir.
prepare.
Yes.
So we
Okay,
should
sir.
prepare.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ravi. Others?
Sir, like for favorite areas you were saying. So
Tanishi.
even with, yes,
Okay,
sir.
please, Tanishi, go ahead.
Sir, you were talking about favorite areas. So while we are preparing that, do we focus more on the like technical nitty-gritties of the subject, or right part, like you said, what to choose between them to focus upon?
So there is no choice. You have to prepare both, because let's say if you ask me, sir, what is your favorite area in teaching? So if I say, let's say if I mention ethics, if I mention current affairs, so will you assume कि नहीं सर से मैं बेसिक ही पूछूं या अप्लाइड पूछूं? You will be confident कि सर ने बोला ethics तो और current affairs, so I should ask any question. That would be your expectation, right?
Yes,
Right?
getting you.
Yeah. So if you are expecting the same the panel member will also expect. They have thrown a question that which is your favorite subject? Which was your favorite area? So you mentioned that yes, macroeconomic policy making or macroeconomics. So they will expect the basics. They will expect that you should know the concept, and then they will come to the applied. Always the first question, or the anyone, be it even I am there, first I will ask the theory component. Tell me about this theory. Who is your favorite person? Okay, what about the novel which has been given? Then I will come to the applied aspect. Okay, how you're going to use it. So it has to be there, both components.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Tanish. Yeah, Ronak, you wanted to ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, about the optional subjects, how much should we prepare about the optionals?
Optionals, yeah. So when it comes to optional, you have to be thorough with optional. Just like मेंस प्रिपरेशन, सो जितने भी सिलेबस के कंपोनेंट हैं सब पता होना चाहिए, सब रिवाइज करना है, बट at the same time, like I was telling Tanishi, you have to prepare the basics and immediately you have to tell about the applied part. For example, I remember your optional is anthropology, so they will ask
PSIR. So
sorry,
PSIR.
PSIR, Ravi is having anthropology, yes, so PSIR, so PSIR, let's say polity, आपका कोई concept पढ़ा आपने, आप किसी thinker के बारे में पढ़े, they will ask the basic, then they will ask, do you think that person is relevant? Okay, if you apply the same concept of PSIR on the ongoing war of Russia and Ukraine, how will you analyze the issue, right? So what you have
Yes,
to
sir.
do, Ronak, prepare to सारा component करना है, but the perspective you have to change is that you have to sound more conversational, you have to sound more authentic with respect to that, you know, the application of that particular optional in day-to-day life, in the present world, in the administration.
Yes,
That
sir.
would be the expectation.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Ronak. Next. Avinash, Preksha and everybody, Supriya, Santosh, Teja, whosoever is present. Any other doubt? You can ask freely, no problem. And I am expecting that whatever question we have uploaded today, by now, either you must have worked upon that, or at least आज सोने से पहले तो काम करना ही करना है, ठीक है? And you have to share it with me. Feel free to share it personally. Feel free to share it on the group. Consider us as your accountability partner. Then only it will be, you will be able to maintain the consistency. Okay. So if there are no doubts, then we are ready to wind up the session. Hope it was useful. You got a perspective. थोड़ा बहुत जोश भी आया होगा कि चलो ठीक है, अभी मस्ती टाइम से नेक्स्ट पढ़ाई का टाइम शिफ्ट हो रहा है. So with this expectation, with this mindset, and one mindset, जब mindset की बात कर रहा हूं, so I just want to tell you that have a beginner's mindset. Don't let your past achievements of your oratory skills, of your college exposure, about or whatever you have achieved in life till date, उसको hurdle मत बनने दो. Start fresh, start from have that beginner's mindset, and then accordingly you prepare. Otherwise, we are like, कभी कभी हमारा past कहता है कि नहीं, I am good. So it reduces chances of or the scope of improvement. So we should not do that. Okay. So with this mindset, with this energy, let's together start the preparation of the personality test, and we will be there till the very end, till your selection with all of you. Feel free to ask any doubts. You can circulate about this group, about this program among your friend circle, or अभी जिसको आपको लगता है help होगी उसको करो. And like this, we will stay in touch. जब जहां भी required होगा, we will have such meetings, and classes तो होंगी ही होंगी. And then see you all. Okay, are we good to wind up? Any confusion? You can ask.
Question.
Let me see. Tanishi, yes, go ahead.
Sir, like you said that, for current affairs,
Yes.
you get 4 parts, and then the last part was to put yourself in the situation. And you
Yes.
said that you are very comfortable with the case study part.
Yes.
Then very easy. So I am not very confident if that case study part is very good for me. So going
Okay.
forward, suggest, should I go back to the case studies, or like what do you suggest the way forward if I feel that that is not a great part for me?
Yeah, so don't worry about वो भूल जाओ अभी, वो एक perspective के लिए था, because you all have written mains and I know that you are appearing for Indian Economic Service, so let's forget that. Especially ये applicable होता है जो लोग civil services की preparation कर रहे हैं. In fact, even for your field also it is applicable. So what you have to keep in mind, for example, you take any economic situation, and if you put yourself into that situation, like yesterday we had practiced also that how will you handle, what will you do, what are the priorities area. So there you imagine and visualize that if you are in that situation, for example, this oil crisis has happened, how will you manage? Then you will structure your answer. Sir, if I am the this so and so minister, or if I am the responsible person, then I will focus on the demand. I will see the demand statistics. Then I will focus on the supply. Then I will see the market from where I can get it. I will also parallelly see the alternative sources of the energy sources. Like this, you will analyze and you will structure your answer. So that is called as putting yourself into the perspective, putting yourself into the situation, and then thinking. Okay, Tanishi? So this is how you should do.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care. Okay, any other doubts? No one? Chalo then, everyone. Hope the session was useful. Make maximum of this program, the personality test guidance program, and let's see how it is going in the future. Just maintain consistency. Then only we can expect miracles. Then only we can expect some change. पर्सनालिटी जो इतने सालों से है बदल तो नहीं सकती, बट हम मैनेज जरूर कर सकते हैं उस 30-40 मिनट्स के लिए, एंड फॉर द बेटरमेंट. मैनेज इसलिए नहीं करना कि yes, I am somebody else and I want to fake. No, we will manage in such a manner that whatever is expected out of me as administrator, I will try my best to showcase those qualities. Okay, everyone. So with this wish, I expect that this program is definitely going to help you, and we all will be there to help you throughout this journey. And let's start together. Okay, see you all. Bye-bye, and follow the routine and be there in the Telegram channel, Telegram group. We will keep you posted about all the developments. Take care. Bye-bye.